But MDMA releases oxytocin, which is this hormone of love, connection, and then it produces new neural connections. So new axon. So there's the new connections with other neurons in prosocial areas of the brain. So you are actually rewiring your brain. And there is this way where you process memories differently, and that can account for this neuroplasticity, can account for the long-term benefits from MDMA. Now, there's also work that's been done with psilocybin about neuroplasticity, that psilocybin also can promote neural connections. So you had...
And neural growth.
Neural growth, yeah. So Mike Tyson you had on, he talked about how psychedelics have changed him. There's a fellow named Daniel Carcillo who was a... Carbom was his name. He was a hockey player, won the big rewards, and the Stanley Cup a couple times. But he's working also affiliated in a way with Mike Tyson. He's got a company called Wisana, which is going to try to develop psilocybin with cannabinoids and potentially adding MDMA for traumatic brain injury. So fighters and people that have been in wars, people have been blast exposures. So it looks like there's a good chance that there can be recovery from TBI. So there was this documentary, HBO Sports, and they had one segment of it that was just on psychedelics.
Yeah.
And so, we were featured about MDMA, but Daniel was also about this concoction of psilocybin microdosing and cannabinoid, CBD, and other things. And so it does seem like other psychedelics also have this way to rewire the brain, and it may be helpful for TBI, for traumatic brain injury, as well as PTSD. And a lot of the vets and others have both. You have TBI and PTSD. So as we are thinking about how do we raise this roughly $150 million, $50 million a year for 3 years, we've got several basic ways. We want to do it through philanthropy. We want to be able to still prioritize public benefit. We're concerned if we take loans or investments that would then we'd have to give returns. It would change our approach. Where would we work? Would we work with people that have large amounts of trauma but not large amounts of money, like all around the world? Mm-hmm. But we may partner with other companies that want to develop other indications for MDMA. So this one company, Wisana, is interested in partnering with us, and we're just in the early stages of exploring.
Well, what if people just want to donate? What's the best way to do that?
Maps.org.
Maps.org, and it's very clearly laid out there. They can just go and donate.
Yeah.
And that's obviously very beneficial.
Yeah.
So we should encourage people to do that.
I really appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. And if they want to donate a fair amount, don't do it through the website because
there it is.
Yeah.
Support psychedelic science to help change. Don't do it through the website?
Well,
what do you mean?
Only because if you do it through a credit card, the credit card people take a bunch of the money. So, mail in a check. Or if you want you want to donate stocks or something like that, it's all on the website how to do that. So but we are trying to build our base too. So we're trying to have more monthly members. The T-shirt that you've got is for MAPS staff. That's a very limited edition, but we have
so lucky
special things for members. So we want to have.
Well, I'm going to encourage people to go there, and I got to wrap this up. But we've already done 3 hours. Believe it or not. Isn't that crazy?
Now I do have one question. If you're open to this question, is the last 2 times we did this, we smoked pot before.
Yeah,
and we didn't do that this morning.
We didn't. No.
So I'm wondering, is that because we're in Texas?
No. No, we just started talking. This is pot right here.
Oh, okay.
We just decided to just talk.
Okay, I was wondering if it's Texas.
I think it's good to be sober occasionally. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. That's it. That's the only reason why.
Okay.
Yeah. We've been... The first few episodes we didn't, though. We got a little nervous. We're like, maybe we should be good neighbors, since it's not totally legal here. But we abandoned that pretty quickly.
I'm glad to hear that.
Well, thank you very much, Rick. It's always a pleasure to see you, and I think what you're doing and the work you've done is really amazing and inspiring and so beneficial, and so I'm very thankful for you guys.
Yeah.
And whatever I can do to help.
Yes, thank you very much. And maybe if we come back in 5 or 10 years, we can see how many psychedelic clinics there are.
10 years from now, let's think about June of 2031, and then there'll be a shitload of them. And maybe the world will be a better place.
I hope so. so, and that's our plan.
Yes, and you're doing an amazing job with it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.